cultivate that attachment. And you cultivate that attachment, again, by following the principles of regulated devotional service. You see, in the beginning, we don't have any attachment for Krishna. In the beginning, we don't have attachment or even attraction for the holy name. In the beginning, it seems like, oh, there's all this stuff I got to do. You know, read all these books and follow all these rules and do all this stuff and learn all these prayers. And oh man, you know, it's really a lot. But once we develop attachment, it's like, oh yeah, this is our pleasure in life. This is our goal and the means to attain that goal, all wrapped up into one. So we really, really develop attachment for this holy name because it is the means of success. It is the method for attaining transcendental love of Krishna, which is what everybody really wants. Everybody wants to be in love with a beautiful person. Is there anybody who doesn't want to be in love with a beautiful person? You know, that's pretty dumb. You know, maybe Scrooge, huh? But even he does. Actually, beneath all the denial and you know, cantankerous negativity, he really wants to be in love with a beautiful person too. And the fact that he's not is what makes him so cranky, isn't it? That's why people get cranky, because they have no pleasure in their life. Well, Krishna means the reservoir of all pleasure. The very name Krishna means the source of all pleasure. Everything desirable, everything enjoyable, everything wonderful comes from Krishna. Krishna is God. Where else does he come from? So try to understand. If we have contact with Krishna, if we have connection with Krishna, then we have everything enjoyable. We have everything. Krishna is so wonderful. He's so beautiful. He's so cute. He has such an attitude, you know. I mean, trying to explain Krishna's attitude, oh boy. Anyway, just to see Krishna one time, you don't ever want to see anything else again. Just, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? I want to see Krishna again. Come on. Come on, Krishna. Where are you? Come out. I know you're there. Come on out. So this becomes your quest in life. How can I see Krishna again? So we should have this attachment that once knowing how wonderful Krishna is, we want to see him again and again. In fact, we don't want to see anything else. We only want to see him. That's real devotional service. And of course, that's very pleasing to Krishna too. So he wants this, and he gives us all facility to achieve it. All we have to do is chant his holy name. And the thing is, we are so reactionary and so weird that we don't do it. We want to do all these other things, like become a great religious leader and have a big organization with lots of money. But that won't make us happy either. Guess what? Even if we get that, we're going to be like up to here in problems. Troubles. Trouble, trouble, trouble. That's what happens when you have a big organization. That's what happens when you have lots of money. Look at all these rascals who have lots of money. They're miserable because there's always somebody trying to cheat them out of their money. They can't trust anybody. Just imagine how paranoid they must be. Well, we don't have to worry because we don't have enough money. Nobody's going to try to rip us off. We don't have to worry about it. We're just simple devotees. So try to understand. Everything about this process is nice. It's very nice. And the farther, the higher we get on the development of consciousness, then the nicer it gets and the more wonderful it is. Until that's all we want to do. That's all we want to do is chant Krishna's name, tell people about Krishna, describe Krishna's qualities, narrate Krishna's pastimes, think about Krishna, look at Krishna, hug Krishna. That's all we want to do. So we should have attachment to chanting the holy name of the Lord, which is the means of achieving this. And the next section is eagerness to describe the Lord's transcendental qualities. Attachment for chanting the glories of the Lord is also expressed in Caitanya-caritāmṛta as follows. What shall I do for Krishna, who is pleasing beyond all pleasurable conceptions, and who is naughtier than all restless boys? The idea of Krishna's beautiful activities is attracting my heart, and I do not know what I can do. Anyway, let's see. Next section is attraction for living in a place where Krishna has his pastimes. In the book Padyavali by Rupa Goswami, there is the following statement about Vrindavan. In this place, the son of Maharaj Nanda used to live with his father, who is the king of all cowherd men. In this place, Lord Krishna broke the cart in which the Shakatashvara demon was concealed. In this place, Damodar, who can cut the knot of our material existence, was tied up by his mother Yashoda. A pure devotee of Lord Krishna resides in the district of Mathura or Vrindavan and visits all the places where Krishna's pastimes were performed. At these sacred places, Krishna displayed his childhood activities with the cowherd boys and Mother Yashoda. The system of circumambulating all these places is still current among devotees of Lord Krishna, and those coming to Mathura and Vrindavan always feel transcendental pleasure. Actually, if someone goes to Vrindavan, he will immediately feel separation from Krishna, who performed such nice activities when he was present there. Yeah, that's true. I experienced that. Huh? You've been to Vrindavan. Yeah. Krishna is present everywhere in Vrindavan, even in the dust. And you can feel that presence. It's still very, very potent. Such attraction for remembering Krishna's activities is known as attachment for Krishna. There are impersonalist philosophers and mystics, however, who by a show of devotional service want ultimately to merge into the existence of the Supreme Lord. They sometimes try to imitate a pure devotee's sentiment for visiting the holy places where Krishna had his pastimes. But they simply have a view for salvation, and so their activities cannot be considered attachment. It is said by Rupa Goswami that the attachment exhibited by pure devotees for Krishna cannot possibly be perfected in the hearts of fruitive workers, karmis, or mental speculators, because such attachment in pure Krishna consciousness is very rare and not possible to achieve even for many liberated persons. As stated in Bhagavad-gītā, liberation from material contamination is the stage at which devotional service can be achieved. For a person who simply wants to have liberation and to merge in the impersonal Brahmajyoti, attachment to Krishna is not possible to acquire. This attachment is very confidentially kept by Krishna and is bestowed only upon pure devotees. Even ordinary devotees cannot have such pure attachment for Krishna. Therefore, how is it possible for success to be achieved by persons whose hearts are contaminated by the actions and reactions of fruitive activities, and who are entangled by various types of mental speculation? Oh boy, this is a long section. So, this is the bottom line. That to attain real attachment for Krishna, what to speak of real love for Krishna, that our hearts have to be pure. Our hearts have to be clean. Our minds have to be clean of all material contamination. We can't become pure devotees if we're still cultivating material desires or material activities. All of our activities have to be somehow or other dovetailed with service to Krishna, Krishna consciousness. See? And by Krishna consciousness, of course, we mean a direct personal contact with Krishna through one's consciousness. See? An inner awareness of Krishna and the spiritual world. And of course that also includes our original identity, our original consciousness, our original service activities in touch with Krishna. That is self-realization. That is Krishna consciousness. Now, there's a preliminary stage of Krishna consciousness where we perform various ritualistic activities with the material body and senses and even the mind. But that is only the preliminary or neophyte stage during which we undergo purification so that we can experience the higher, really the real Krishna consciousness, which is